So in December, I got accepted into MIT, so I'm going there next fall. Class of 2021.
I remember the first time we got results from one of the math competitions and I saw Casey's name at the top of the list, and I said something to her that right away. I said, I had no idea. And then I had talked to some teachers and things, and they all said, oh yeah, she's amazing. And I remember thinking, but she's amazing at English. I want her to love English the best. And she was very kind about it. And she's like, no, I really do like math. It doesn't matter what it is. She's just voracious. Like, she's like a sponge. She just wants to absorb everything she can out of every academic experience. She's just a student of life. She just loves to learn.
I've always liked math. Everything just works. It's kind of awkward being in a room with basically everybody else is a guy and you're the only girl. When I took differential equations, I only counted about 4 girls who ever showed up out of 25, 30 people, and it was kind of weird. Logically, there's nothing that should matter about it, but it just, I feel off, kind of. There's a lot of encouragement nowadays for like girls go into STEM, and there are a lot of programs and like, you know, affirmative action kind of stuff, which is, you know, good in some ways. Like, I got to go to MIT Math Prize for Girls competition. It was really cool. And it was basically functioned as a campus visit. But then there's also, like, sometimes people will either say or imply that it's not necessarily what I've done that has caused accomplishments. It's more that being a girl or something like that has improved my chances and given me an advantage. So it just, I don't like, what's worst is that I don't know if it's true. Like, I don't know if I'm being chosen over someone more qualified because I'm a girl. And I don't want that to be the case. And I wish people wouldn't assume it's the case, but I just you never know. MIT Math Prize for Girls. I was kind of feeling discouraged about going into math, because like, I don't really know why, it didn't feel right. And then I went there and there were a bunch of really smart girls I was surrounded by that were like, I mean, this sounds weird, but they were like normal human beings, and there were a lot of them, and I don't know, it just made me happy. A lot of times it's frustrating because people will say that a lot of my achievements are somewhat because I'm a girl. I have 6 plaques and 24 medals. Well, to be honest, a lot of them are really general, and they kind of give awards out for everything, but it's kind of cool to win awards because it means that you know you did well.
I graduated high school in 1973. Women were not typically represented in STEM fields, particularly not mathematics, particularly not engineering. It was a small high school, and so typically you took biology, chemistry, physics, if you were wanting even 3 years of science. And there weren't that many girls that took physics even. Most of them stopped after chemistry. And the classes got smaller as you went farther into science, and they became much more male-dominated. There were probably 3 or 4 of us girls. But it was just a little bit more of a deal that you were female and you were good in those areas. That just wasn't what people expected you to be good at, and I'm glad it's changed because I can certainly tell in my classes it isn't that way.
Yeah, I think the attitude towards women in STEM has changed a lot. I think there's still room for improvement. I wish that there didn't have to be videos like this, that there didn't have to be a differentiation between women and men. Some advice I have for females in STEM is a lot of times you'll be surrounded by mostly male people, and it might feel weird, but you just have to try not to let it bother you and just remember that you're there for a reason. It's because you like STEM, it's because you're good at STEM, whatever field you're in, and the fact that you're a girl doesn't change that.